Anthony, we talk about how crowded this field is. It's going to come down to who these candidates can persuade within the Democratic base to vote for them, particularly in these primary states. What are you seeing right now?
Well, you've got a clear top tier of candidates, and that means that these are four candidates are currently positioned to win delegates to the National Convention, which is what this is really all about. Well, you've got to break that 15% threshold to get delegates, and then you've got to get delegates in areas of the states. Remember, the campaigns aren't just trying to persuade voters. They're trying to go around these states and pick up delegates in regions of those states as well. That's how they view this race. Well, you look inside the states, and I'll take California as one example, because that's a big delegate-rich state. It's going to be early in the process this year. It's a diverse state. You look at the map of California, and yes, Joe Biden leads, and Kamala Harris is doing well. But around the coast, you see Elizabeth Warren doing well because she's pulling more affluent Democrats. She's pulling more liberal Democrats. So that could be part of her territory. Joe Biden doing a little better down and around Los Angeles and through the Central Valley. That's how the campaigns are going to see this fight. And it's how we should be watching it, too, because they're not just trying to carve up and persuade voting blocs. They're trying to go through different territories as well, especially in such a front-loaded process with all these big states coming so early.
And why is California so important this year?
Well, what's fascinating to me is, normally it's the ATM for campaigns. They go to San Francisco, they go to Los Angeles to raise money. This time, they essentially have to fight 52 separate contests in the 52 congressional districts and try to scoop up delegates. And because they've moved into the process 3 months earlier than usual, they're a huge factor. They are the biggest prize on Super Tuesday. And yet, as many as 3 or 4 people could walk away with something out of California and keep their hopes alive. But it's telling, when we were in San Francisco last month for the state convention, there was a woman who came. She told me she'd come from San Jose. She was a hairdresser, had canceled all her appointments to go to the convention and see Pete Buttigieg. And she says, they only come here to raise money. The fact that they're campaigning in our state is a huge deal to us. And it's a reminder that outside of those first 4 early primary states, so few Americans ever actually get to see these guys. By moving up this early in the process, a big state like California not only has a bigger say, but allows people to see them a lot sooner.
And it's also why, if you see candidates stay in this race and the field stay large, is because they think they have a chance to win delegates in more places than just those typical Iowa, South Carolina early states.
Totally.
All right. Anthony and Ed, thanks very much.